There's a table by the window where the light falls soft and low. Every evening just the same, but nothing feels the way it did before. I remember how you'd sit there, tracing circles in your cup, laughing softly at the silence, like the world was made for us. People came and people left us, but we never seemed to care. In that quiet little corner, we were more than just a pair. Funny how the smallest things turn to everything you miss. Now I'm sitting here alone again, at the last table by the window, watching shadows take your place. In the glow, if I close my eyes, you're still with me, like a song I used to know. But the music fades too easily, and I'm left with letting go. Waiter doesn't ask me questions, he just nods and walks away. Guess he's seen this kind of story play out more than once a day. There's a softness in the silence that I never used to hear. Now it lingers like a whisper every time you're not here. Every moment stays the same, but it never feels like this. Now I'm sitting here alone again, at the last table by the window, watching strangers come and go. Down below, if I close my eyes, you're still with me, in the way the evening flows. But the night won't hold you gently like it used to long ago. Maybe love is just a memory that refuses to grow old. Maybe time just keeps on passing while we hold on to the cold. If I had one more tomorrow, I would never let you leave. I would say the words I couldn't, I would make you stay with me. Now I'm sitting here alone again, at the last table by the window, and the light begins to fade. Soft and slow. If there's something left between us, I don't think I'll ever know. But I'll keep this place inside me, where we never had to go. There's a table by the window, and I swear I see your face in the quiet of the evening. Time just lingers in this place. When the coffee turns cold and the day starts to fade, there's a feeling I know that just won't go away. We were talking like strangers, but it felt like before, like the space in between us wasn't there anymore. You were smiling so gently, like you wanted to stay, but your eyes told a story that was drifting away. I could feel it in the air, something slipping through my hands. When the coffee turns cold and the words run dry, I can see it in your eyes, you're already saying goodbye. Stay a little bit longer, even if it's a lie. Let me live in this moment just one more time. There's a crack in the silence that I can't seem to mend. Every sentence is breaking before it can land. You reach out for your jacket, like you've done this before, like you've already chosen what you're walking away for. And I don't know what to say when there's nothing left to hold. When the coffee turns cold and the night comes through, there's a part of me still reaching out for you. Stay a little bit longer, even if we both know that the moment is over before we let go. If I could change the ending, I would rewrite every line, find a way to keep you here just a little more time. But some things fade too slowly, and some things leave too fast, and we're caught somewhere between the future and the past. When the coffee turns cold and there's nothing to say, I'll remember your voice as it faded away. Stay a little bit longer in the back of my mind, where the moment is endless and you're still mine. When the coffee turns cold, I'll still be right here, holding on to a memory that disappears.
April light through the window pane, golden dust in a soft champagne. I was lost in a quiet day till you looked my way. There was music in the air that day, though the band had yet to play. Just the sound of a passing breeze through the budding trees, and your laughter warm and low, like a tune I used to know from a dream I had long ago. I can't let it go. Funny how a moment stays, like a song that never fades. Now there's April in your eyes, soft as morning skies. Every little glance you give feels like something I could live. Stay a while, don't say goodbye. Let the whole world pass us by. If this is just a passing phase, let me live inside these days. Coffee cooling by your hand, neither one of us had planned how a simple afternoon turns to something soon. Every word you gently say pulls me further in your way, like a line in a sweet refrain calling me again. Maybe time is standing still, or maybe I just hope it will. Now there's April in your eyes, soft as lullabies. Every little smile you show makes it hard to let you go. Stay a while, don't say goodbye. Let the hours drift on by. If tomorrow fades to gray, let me have just one more day. If the world begins to turn too fast and the moment slips into the past, will you remember how we were in the hush between each word? If I never see you once again in some distant when or when, I'll still hear you in the rain calling out my name.
Now there's April in your eyes, shining soft and wide, like a story left untold, like a hand I long to hold. Stay a while, don't say goodbye, let forever pass us by. If this dream must someday end, let it break me slow, my friend. April light begins to fall, shadows dancing on the wall, but your eyes still linger near, like a song I hear. In the quiet, in the haze, I will always find this place where a single glance could stay and never fade away.
The steam has vanished from my cup. The neon sign flickers blue. I'm watching shadows climb the walls, still waiting here for you. The cobblestones are cold and wet. The moon hides in the haze, just a ghost of a man in a quiet cafe, lost in yesterday's amaze. Oh, it slipped away like morning mist, a love I couldn't hold. Every promise that we whispered now has grown so cold. I hear the echo of the street, a rhythm slow and deep, but it's only the wind and the secrets that a lonely heart must keep. A distant click of leather heels resounds against the stone. My heart beats fast for just a breath, then leaves me more alone. It's just a stranger passing by in a coat of midnight gray, while the memory of your sweet perfume simply drifts away. We had a world within our reach, a melody so sweet. Now there's only the hollow sound of a lonely, empty street. Oh, it slipped away like morning mist, a love I
couldn't hold. Every promise that we whispered now has grown so cold. I hear the echo of the street, a rhythm slow and deep, but it's only the wind and the secrets that a lonely heart must keep. The lights go down, the stars are gone. I'm the last one in the hall, just the fading echoes of a love that once meant everything.
My porcelain cup, as the golden sun starts looking up through the lace curtains of this old cafe, I watch the world wake to a brand new day. The sugar dissolves like a ghost of the past into a sweetness I know is meant to last. I pull my coat closer, feeling the grace of the morning light upon my face. There's a fragrance of spring on the morning breeze, dancing like music through blossoming trees. And here in the silence so tender and deep, I find all the promises I meant to keep. I see your reflection in the window pane, not as a shadow and not as a pain, just a soft memory, steady and true. Every heartbeat leads back to you. Oh, it's a quiet kind of magic, a peace that flows through my soul. Thinking of you is never tragic, it's the light that makes me whole. No longer lonely, just holding the light of a love that survived the longest night. The clock on the wall hums a slow, steady rhyme, folding the distance and stopping the time. I remember the way that you laughed in the rain, washing away every fragment of stain. Now the cherry blossoms are drifting so slow, like white-petaled letters from long ago. I'm reading them now in the glow of the sun, finding the rhythm where we are one. The world rushes by outside the glass door, but I don't feel the need to run anymore.
like the morning air. Oh, it's a quiet kind of magic, a peace that flows through my soul. Thinking of you is never tragic, it's the light that makes me whole. No longer lonely, just holding the light of a love that survived the longest night. One more sip of the morning, one more breath of the spring. In the golden serenity, you are the song that I sing.
The rain began without a sound, just a whisper on the ground. Then it slowly filled the air, like it planned to linger there. We were sitting side by side, watching taxis passing by. You were tracing lines in steam on the glass between our dreams. There was something in your eyes, like a quiet, soft goodbye. But you held it just enough so it wouldn't feel too much. Every second felt so slow, like we both already know. And the rain stayed far too long, like a never-ending song, falling softly through the day, while you slowly slipped away. If the sky had just turned clear, would you still be sitting here? Or was it always meant to be? Just a moment left with me. Coffee cooled and time went still. Neither one of us would move, like we thought if we stayed quiet, we could change what we both knew. There's a look you couldn't hide, though you tried 1,000 times. And I felt it in the space, something we could not replace. There are words we never say, when they're easier to stay. And the rain stayed far too long, like it knew where we went wrong.
every drop a quiet truth, falling somewhere out of view. If I reached across the line, would I still be crossing time, or just breaking what was left of a love we never kept? Maybe rain is just a way to keep us where we want to stay, holding on a little more before we walk out that door. Maybe we were never meant to outlast the moments spent, just a story passing through, like the rain and me and you. And the rain stayed far too long. Now it's something I've outgrown, but I still can feel the trace of that afternoon we faced. If I ever hear that sound softly falling all around, I'll remember how it felt when I couldn't help myself. The rain began without a sound. Now it's nowhere to be found, but sometimes it comes again, in the quiet now and then. I was looking out the window, watching raindrops race the glass. Didn't think I'd see you here. After all these passing years, you were standing by the door, like you'd been there once before. There was something in your eyes, not surprise, but something wise, like you knew we'd meet again, somewhere far from way back then. Time can take us far apart, but it never leaves the heart. We met again in the rain, like it called us both by name. Every drop a quiet sign that your path would cross with mine. If this moment slips away, like it once did yesterday, will we lose it once again?
in the rhythm of the rain. We spoke softly, careful now, didn't ask the when or how, just a smile, a simple glance, like we wouldn't risk the chance. There were words we left unsaid, still they lingered in my head. But the silence felt just right in that rainy afternoon light. Some things don't need to be told, to be felt the way they hold. We met again in the rain, and it felt just like a dream. Not the way it used to be, but the way it's meant to seem. If we let it gently fade, like a promise never made, maybe that's the way it stays, safe from all the yesterdays. Maybe love is not a flame that we always have to claim. Maybe it's the passing touch that still somehow means so much. We met again in the rain, and I wouldn't change a thing, even if it ends right here. There's a peace it seems to bring. I was looking out the window, now I'm smiling just a little. There's an umbrella by the door that you don't use anymore. You left it on a rainy day, said you'd come back anyway. But the sky has cleared since then, and I haven't seen you again. It's still leaning by the wall, like it's waiting for your call. Every time I pass it by, I pretend I don't ask why. Funny how the smallest things hold the weight of everything. It's the umbrella you forgot that reminds me what we're not. Every drop it kept away still comes back to me today. If I threw it all aside, would it help me say goodbye, or just leave me in the rain with the memory again? There were words we didn't say on that quiet drifting day, just a glance and half a smile, like we'd known it all the while. Now it's just a simple thing, but it holds remembering of a love that didn't stay past that rainy afternoon. Some things never really go, even when we tell them so. It's the umbrella you forgot, like a feeling I still got, even when the skies are clear. I can feel you somewhere near. Maybe I should let it go, but I never seem to know if it's just a thing I keep, or a promise buried deep. It's the umbrella you forgot, and it still connects the dots between what we used to be and what never came to be. There's an umbrella by the door, and I leave it there for sure. There's a fading in the room tonight, like the world is dimming slow. Every shadow stretches out in the soft and amber glow. I'm the last one sitting here with a cup that's almost clear, and the sound of distant rain tapping softly on the pane. Chairs are empty, turned around like they're done with every sound, and the clock upon the wall doesn't seem to move at all. There's a quiet settling in, like it knows where I have been. It's the last light in the cafe, where I come to drift away. Every memory finds a seat in the silence next to me. If I stay a little more after they've locked the door, will I finally feel alright in the fading of the light? There's a song they used to play at the end of every day, and I almost hear it now, though I don't remember how. I can see you in the glass, like a shadow from the past, not as sharp as once before, just a feeling, nothing more. Time has softened every line between your world and mine. It's the last light in the cafe, and I'm learning how to stay, not inside what used to be, but in what is left of me. If tomorrow feels the same, I won't need to place the blame. I'll just let the moment pass, like reflections on the glass. Maybe nights are meant for this, finding peace in what we miss, letting go without a sound while the world keeps spinning round. Maybe I don't need to know where the broken pieces go, just to sit and let them be, not a part of everything. It's the last light in the cafe, and it's softer than before. There's no need to hold it tight, like I always did before. If I leave it all behind, I won't lose what's on my mind. I'll just carry it somehow, in a way I can allow. There's a fading in the room tonight, and I think I'll be alright. Not because it's gone away, but it doesn't have to stay. There's a little bit of sunshine falling gently on your hair, and I don't know how it found you, but I'm glad it brought me here. You were sitting by the window with a smile I couldn't place, like you didn't need a reason, just a moment and a place. There was laughter in the silence, like the world had slowed its pace, and for once I wasn't thinking of the past I couldn't chase. Something simple, something new started shining through. Just a little bit of sunshine in the middle of the day, and it feels like something easy that I don't have to explain. If this moment keeps on going, I don't need to ask it why. I'll just sit here right beside you, let it pass me by. There's a softness in the way you look at nothing in the room, like you've made your peace with waiting, and you're not afraid too soon. I don't know what this is called, but it doesn't need a name. It's the kind of quiet feeling that doesn't try to change. Not a promise, not a plan, just the way it stands. Just a little bit of sunshine on a quiet afternoon, and it feels like I've been missing something simple all too soon. If it fades like things will do, I won't try to hold it tight. I'll just keep it as a memory that once felt right. Maybe happiness is small, not a thing that needs it all. Just a glance, a gentle tone that reminds you you're not alone. Just a little bit of sunshine, and I finally understand. It's not something you go searching, it just finds you where you stand. If tomorrow feels the same, I won't need to rearrange. I'll just carry this with me like a quiet melody. There's a little bit of sunshine, and it stayed a while today. There's a photograph I keep, folded thin and worn and deep. It's a picture of your smile, taken in a simpler time. You were looking straight at me, like you knew we'd never be. I have carried it for years, through the laughter and the tears, like a piece I couldn't lose, even when I had to choose. Some things never fade away, even when they're out of place. It's the photograph I hold that keeps your story from growing old. Every line and every crease
feels like something I can't release. If I threw it all away, would it free me from the pain, or just leave me with a hole where you used to fill my soul? There were nights I almost tried to let go and say goodbye, but my hands would hesitate, like they knew it was too late. Every time I close my eyes, I can see you come alive in the stillness of that frame. Nothing ever really changed. Time can move, but it can't steal what we never let it heal. It's the photograph I keep, even when it cuts too deep, like a truth I can't deny. Even after all this time, if I let it slip away, would I lose you for a day, or forever in the end, like we never happened? Maybe love is just a trace left behind we can't erase. It's the photograph I hold, still the same though we grew old. In that moment we still are. Everything we lost so far, if I ever find the strength to let go of what it meant, I'll still see you in that light every single night. There's a photograph I keep, and it never lets me sleep.
There was nothing left to say, so we slowly walked away. No more words, no more fights, just the silence of that night. You were standing by the door, like you'd done it all before. I kept waiting for a sign, something small to change your mind, but the moment slipped away, and you chose not to stay. Sometimes endings come so clean, you don't feel them in between. It was the night we didn't say goodbye, just let it pass us by, like a story left undone before it had begun.
If we had just turned around, would we still be found, or just break a second time in a different line? Now I think about that night more than I'd like to admit. Not because of what we said, but the silence that we kept. There's a weight in what we chose, in the things we never closed, like a door that's still half wide, somewhere deep inside. Every memory returns in the way the quiet burns. It was the night we didn't say goodbye, and I still don't know why. We just let it slip away, like it didn't matter anyway. If I saw you once again, would it feel the same, or just prove what we both knew? We were always through. Maybe words would make it worse. Maybe silence was a curse. It was the night we didn't say goodbye, and it still lives in my mind, like a line I couldn't read, or a truth I couldn't see. If I ever find my peace, will it come from this, or just fade into the past, like it couldn't last? There was nothing left to say, so we slowly walked away. There's a quiet in the air tonight, like the world has softened all its lines, and I'm sitting where we used to be, but it doesn't hurt the same, I see. I remember how it used to feel, every moment sharp and almost real, like a dream I couldn't wake from then. Now it's something I can hold again. There was a time I couldn't breathe without you somewhere next to me, but time has a way of letting go of the things we thought we'd never outgrow. And I never thought I'd see the day where your shadow slowly fades away. When the light comes back again. Through the cracks we tried to mend, I can see a different view, not just everything of you. If I let the morning in, will it wash away where we have been? Or just show me something new that I couldn't see with you? There are places I can finally go without feeling like I'm moving slow. And the songs we used to play at night don't all bring me back to that same light. I still carry what we used to be, but it doesn't carry all of me. There's a part that learned to stand alone in a way I've never really known. And the silence doesn't feel so loud now that I can hear my own voice now. When the light comes back again, I don't need to just pretend that I'm lost in what we knew, or defined by loving you. If tomorrow calls my name, I won't answer it the same. I'll be someone I can trust, even if it's not with us. Maybe love is not a place we are meant to always stay. Maybe it's the thing that shows there's another way to go. And even if you're far from here, there's no anger, there's no fear, just a memory that I keep, like a promise in my sleep. When the light comes back again, I won't hide from where I've been. Every scar and every truth leads me somewhere I can move. If I ever think of you, it won't be the way I used to do. It'll be a softer kind of pain, like the warmth after the rain. There's a quiet in the air tonight, but it finally feels a little right. And for the first time in a while, I can sit here and almost smile.
There was a number on my mind. I almost called 1,000 times. Every night I'd sit alone, staring at that silent phone, thinking maybe just one word could undo what never worked. I would dial then let it ring before it ever reached a thing, like I was afraid to know if you'd answer or let go. There's a space I never crossed, and I still can feel the cost. It's the call I never made,
that keeps echoing through my days. Every chance I let it pass, now it's buried in the past. If I said what I should say, would you still have walked away? Or would everything we knew still be me and you? Now the number's out of reach, like a word I cannot speak. Time has slowly drawn a line between your world and mine. I still hear it late at night, in the quiet, in the light, like a voice I almost knew, calling me back to you. Every second feels the same when I whisper out your name. It's the call I never made that I carry like a weight. Every silence, every pause leaves me wondering, because if I tried just one more time, would I finally cross the line? Or just hear the truth I fear? You're no longer here. Maybe courage comes too late when we hesitate with fate. Maybe love just slips away when we wait another day. It's the call I never made, and it never seems to fade, like a shadow in my mind that I cannot leave behind. If I ever find my way back to where we used to stay, I'll still wonder what it meant, all the chances that I spent. There was a number on my mind, now it's lost somewhere in time.
They played a song we used to love, but it didn't feel the same. We were sitting close but far, like two strangers at the bar. Every word felt out of place, like we couldn't face the space. Then the music started slow, a melody we used to know, and I saw it in your eyes. Something quietly said goodbye. There's a moment when you see what you hoped would never be. It was the song they played too soon underneath that quiet moon, and it told me what was true before I heard it from you. If they'd waited just a while, maybe we could fake a smile. But the music cut too deep through the promises we keep. You kept staring at your glass
like you wanted time to pass. I kept holding on too tight to a love already out of sight. There was nothing left to say, so we let it drift away, with the sound that filled the room, ending everything too soon. Every note became a sign we were running out of time. It was the song they played too soon, like a truth we couldn't move. Every lyric felt so clear, you were disappearing here. If I closed my eyes and stayed, would it all just fade away? Or just leave me in that place where I lost your face? Maybe songs know what we hide long before we let it slide. It was the song they played too soon, now it follows every room. Every time I hear that line, I go back to that goodbye. If I ever hear it fade, will it take away the pain, or just bring me back again to that night we met the end? They played a song we used to love. Now I'm never free of it.
There's a seat by the window where I like to sit alone. Every morning just the same, different faces, different names, but the light still falls so slow, like it always used to go. I don't think about you much, not the way I used to touch. Every memory we had, till it turned from good to bad. Time has softened every edge of the words we never said. Now I sit here by the light, and I'm finally alright, not because I've moved ahead, but I've learned to rest instead. If your shadow passes by, I won't ask the reason why, I'll just let it come and go, like a thing I used to know. There's a calm I didn't know in the way I let you go. Not a fight, not a fall, just no feeling left at all. Sometimes I still hear your name, but it doesn't feel the same, like a story I once read. Now it's closed inside my head. Every piece has found its place in the silence you once faced.
Now I sit here by the light, and the past is out of sight. Not erased, just set aside, like a tide that's lost its tide. If I ever think of you, it won't be the way I do. It'll be a softer sound that no longer pulls me down. Maybe healing isn't loud. Maybe it's just less of you. Now I sit here by the light, and I don't need to fight. Every memory we made has already slowly faded. If tomorrow feels the same, I won't need to place the blame. I'll just sit and watch the day gently drift away. There's a seat by the window, and I've learned to call it home.